Hey YouTube, Motor Racing Network, Steve Post here. We are glad you've joined us for another Diecast review show, and we have got a huge collection of new cars in. All of these available at your local Diecast dealers or at planbsales.com. Let's start down here with the new Elvis, Chase Elliott. We've got his Napa Chevy Camaro and autographed version of this car. Now, these cars are sold out for us at Plan B Sales, but you check with your local Diecast dealers. They might have one on the shelf, but it's one that you want to get, that's for sure. And keep an eye on our website. Once in a while, things pop up here as well. So we have those cars as well. And speaking of Chase Elliott, the test car that he ran at Daytona, and this one-of-a-kind test car we have, Bill Elliott, when he ran in the Nationwide Series test session down at Daytona for JR Motorsports. And speaking of JR Motorsports, here's Kevin Harvick's Tide Ride, the NASCAR Nationwide Series car that he drove for JR Motorsports. An awful good-looking car. The Tide color's always popping, it certainly does, on this Chevy Camaro as well. All right, now let's talk a little bit about Dale Earnhardt Jr. cars, because we have a bunch of his new 2014 cars in the National Guard colors, color chrome paint scheme of the 1/24 scale, and then we have got the Mountain Dew Kickstart Your Night cars. We've got standard finish for Dale Earnhardt Jr. We've got liquid color of this car. We also have the color chrome of this car and the raw finish. So all of the finishes of that car, including the vintage finish as well. So 5 different finishes of Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s Mountain Dew Kickstart Your Night car, all of them available right now. His teammate at Hendrick Motorsports, Jeff Gordon, the Exalta Chevrolet, we have that available in color chrome. And Casey Kane, thanks a million teachers paint scheme. Remember he ran that Farmers Insurance a little bit ago? We have that car available as well in the standard finish and the raw finish with the Thanks a Million Teachers paint scheme for Casey Kane. Martin Truex Jr., we have his car from Furniture Row Chevrolet. I know a lot of you folks collect the Furniture Row cars, and there is Martin Truex Jr.'s car. And let's talk a little bit about Brad Keselowski. We've got a bunch of his cars as well. The Alliance Truck Parts Ford for Penske Racing, the Worth paint scheme as well, and the raw Miller Lite paint scheme for Brad Keselowski. All of these available as well. And speaking of Brad Keselowski and his racing and Penske Racing, how about this Kentucky Win car for Ryan Blaney? I think I just had someone on Twitter, as a matter of fact, at Plan B Sales ask about this. The Kentucky Win car for Ryan Blaney is now in stock and ready to go. Clint Boyer, here is his Peak Antifreeze color chrome paint scheme for this year. And we've got a couple Brian Vickers Aaron's Dream Machine, standard and autographed by Brian Vickers. So really good looking race cars. And speaking of really good looking race cars, everyone asks year in and year out my favorite paint scheme, and it just seems to always come back to this STP car for Eric Almirola. We've got the Smithfield colors on it as well, but this car just looks good. The classic Petty paint scheme, STP number 43, and the 43 car has spent some time in Victory Lane recently, so all is well at Richard Petty Motorsports, and good to see that STP car is now in stock. And Richard Petty Motorsports also, the number 9 of Marcus Ambrose, brand new sponsor this year, Twisted Tea on that car. So we have Marcus Ambrose Twisted Tea car as well from Richard Petty Motorsports. How about Jamie McMurray? We've got his cars as well, the color chrome Cessna paint scheme, and we've got the color chrome autographed McDonald's paint scheme. Jamie's signature on the front of it. If you're not into the autographed car, just want a standard finish, we have got the colored chrome finished car without the autograph in the McDonald's paint scheme for Jamie McMurray. His teammate, more color chrome die-cast, autographed Kyle Larson, and the non-autographed Kyle Larson cars in the color chrome finish. So we've got you covered with Earnhardt Ganassi Racing, all right? How about Richard Childress Racing? Seems like we're taking a tour of NASCAR today on the show here, and I think we are. We have just about every team represented. How about Richard Childress Racing? Color chrome Wix Filters car for Ryan Newman. We have that available, and we have got a bunch of Austin Dillon cars. The Daytona pole winning car, we have it in color chrome and in standard finish. Dow Chemicals, remember, that famous number 3 car leading the field to green at the Great American Race, the Daytona 500. We have the Cheerios paint scheme in color chrome finish. We have American Ethanol in color chrome finish and in the standard finish as well for Austin Dillon. And finally, we have the color chrome Dow paint scheme as well for Austin Dillon. And what a great year it's been for that rookie racer this season as he continues on the learning curve of NASCAR. Joe Gibbs Racing, why not? We've got the Racers Toyota of Matt Kent's, that's from the NASCAR Nationwide Series. We've got his Home Depot Husky Toyota in color chrome, and remember, Home Depot stepping away after this year, so this is going to be a classic car that you want to have, the final paint scheme that they have in color chrome with the Husky tools on it. How about Kyle Busch? We've got color chrome M&Ms. We've got color chrome Skittles for Kyle Busch, so a couple of Kyle Busch cars available as well here at Plan B Sales and your local diecast dealer. Rush Truck Center's color chrome car for Tony Stewart, so we have a Stewart Haas car here as well to add to the collection. And Ryan Reed, we've got Ryan Reed's color chrome Lily Diabetes car and his standard finish in the Lily's Diabetes car for Ryan Reed from Roush Fenway Racing on the NASCAR Nationwide side. And finally, I'll tell you this one, a 1976 car. A.J. Foyt raced this a number of times in 1977, and look at this, the Gilmore Racing number 51 of A.J. Foyt. The details on this Chevy are absolutely amazing. Lionel does a great job with its NASCAR Classics line, and this is another great one. A.J. Foyt, for those of you who like historic die-cast cars. So that's what we have in 1/24 scale. Let's talk 1/64 scale cars. We have that very same A.J. Foyt car available in 1/64 scale. We have the STP car of Eric Almirola available in 1/64 scale. How about Brian Vickers? We have his 1/64 scale car. The Thanks a Million Teachers car for Casey Kane available in the 1/64 scale. Fifth Third Bank for Ricky Stenhouse Jr. American Ethanol for Austin Dillon. The Tide Ride for Kevin Harvick with JR Motorsports. And the Miller Lite Ford, the white paint scheme that Brad Keselowski ran a lot earlier this year. So as you can see, we are busy here at Plan B Sales getting these out the door, and they are available through us or available at your local diecast dealer. So it's time to order them up. They make great summertime gifts along the way as we continue through the 2014 season. We love that you guys are getting involved with us here on YouTube. We have the comments below. Feel free to mention your comments here. Follow us on Twitter at Plan B Sales, and we'll keep you informed on what we have. And please get some back and forth conversation going, because we love talking racing and love talking with you race fans out there, and we appreciate the business you do give us.